Hello.
Hey, Charlie. My name is Dan Hunt. I just responded to your LegalMatch inquiry.
Yes.
So I need to get a lot more detail just because there's only one line here. It looks like about 10 words, and so I can't really figure out what the case is about looking at those 10 words.
Could you repeat them to me so I can kind of get an idea?
Police denied health care to patient in need. Arrested under knowingly false claims.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so what was the medical situation which you needed health care for?
So my mother's mentally unstable. She was having a kind of mentally unstable episode. I called the police for a wellness check. At that point, she had said she wanted to get an evaluation, which is the reason why I called for a wellness check. When they got there, she denied that. And then there was a denial that any of that ever happened.
What medical treatment did you need?
I didn't need any medical treatment. I just said my mother was mentally unstable. I called the police for a wellness check on her because she stated she wanted to get a mental health evaluation. When the police arrived, she denied that she ever said that. And then the police denied that ever happened.
So who was arrested?
I was.
Okay, and what were you arrested for?
I was arrested. Basically, do you know the Breonna Boston case?
No.
Okay, so I was arrested for complaining about the police.
Okay, did you go to jail?
Yes.
Okay, were you convicted?
Yes.
Was it a jury trial?
No, it was a plea.
What's that?
It was a plea. So I'll summarize it legally.
It was a plea.
Yeah, so legally what happened was the police arrested me on the knowingly false statements. I then was arrested. They then drew out the case for 2 years so that, as far as I can tell, my opinion, so that I could not sue for defamation. Then they offered a plea, which was basically a deal that I could not refuse. Like it was ridiculous. So even though I wanted trial, they drew it out for 2 years saying, okay, we'll go to trial. Then right before trial, they offered a plea from a felony to a misdemeanor. It would have been not, it just would have been stupid for me to go ahead on that.
No, I get it. That's common strategy and completely legal. So who do you want to sue and what do you want to sue them for?
Well, I want to know if I can.
It doesn't sound like anything has happened for which you would have a lawsuit
So
to sue anyone for yet. But what do you think was done to you that was illegal?
Well, I was arrested on the knowingly false.
Yeah, but you pled to the misdemeanor, so that's not an issue. Once you plea out to something, you give up any rights to sue over anything that happened before that.
Well, then I would be able to sue my lawyer because then my lawyer knew that that was exactly what was needed to be avoided. It was literally the main reason I hired him.
So, yeah, then you would have to sue your lawyer. You would have to file a bar complaint against him, and you would have to ask for his malpractice carrier information. You would have to get a malpractice lawyer to sue him and show that he engaged in, a violation of his oath and duties as your attorney, and he violated the law with respect to representing you in your case.
Okay, so why are the police so protected?
They're not until you agree to the plea. Once you agree to the plea, you're done. There's nothing you can do. Why are the police protected? Because they're out there to protect the public, and they're given a higher.
Well, that's already known that that's not true. The Supreme Court already ruled they're not there to serve and protect the public that way.
Maybe you shouldn't be talking to somebody that has a lot of police family members and has been intimately involved with the police in the past. Because
so you're basically saying to me that you called me biased to the police.
I could be biased in favor of the police. Yes, I could be.
Okay,
because from what I'm hearing, I'm not hearing the police did anything wrong.
So you don't believe that the police did anything wrong by denying a person who was in need of services, healthcare services?
Well, nah. maybe with respect to your mother, the police made a huge mistake. But we're not talking about your mother. We're talking about you. I can't talk about a case for your mother unless I'm talking to your mother. Or, somebody who has a specific power of attorney to do so. I can only talk about the case that has to do with
Well, that's
you.
the whole point. Again, that's what I mean. So it seems to me, what is your name? Daniel Hunt again?
Correct.
So it seems to me you're a lawyer that just called me knowing and understanding that the police committed misconduct. So you chose to make this phone call to me knowing that that was the basis of this call. Also knowing that, understanding the law, that in a situation in which someone is mentally unstable, we're already talking about someone who is mentally unstable. So I would have a power over my mother.
And I'm calling the police on you.
Okay, sure.
Bye.
Bye.